Hi, welcome to VHS Action Rewind, your favorite channel, the best channel on the planet.
You're doing really good so far.
Thank you so much. We're here to talk about your favorite thing. VHSs. He collects them, and he makes me watch them.
That's right.
And, I don't know if I'd say it's a fun thing. I don't know if I'd say I like it. But we do it.
We're doing action movies. We're doing sci-fi movies from specifically 80s and 90s. And Caitlin
I don't know if you should box us in.
You don't think we should be boxed in like that?
No, 80s and 90s is good.
80s and
That's
90s.
Your thing. Yeah.
We could probably dip into the 70s sometimes.
I'm always ready to dip into the 70s, and you know that, boy.
Do you love 80s action movies and sci-fi
Well,
movies?
Cullen.
Is that something that you're really interested in?
I am not. Action movies, I hate them. I do. I'm trying to think of when I first realized I hated action movies. I guess my whole life I've realized that they are terrible and I hate them. They don't bring me any joy at all. Anytime there's like a good movie, like a horror movie, or I don't know, any subject, name a subject, and a little action comes in, I fucking hate it. It ruins the whole movie for me. Somehow I found the person on the planet that loves action movies the most. Specifically, the worst kind of action movie, which is late 80s, early 90s. Grainy, disgusting, so many neutral colors. I hate them. I hate them.
Okay, well maybe the progression of this channel then, the mission statement, is to get you to appreciate how fun these movies are.
I love that we're already an elderly couple on YouTube that's gonna get fucking dunked on by a bunch of 12-year-olds in the comments, and you have a mission statement for our channel. Great. Perfect. Here we go. Let's keep going. So this was born out of Cullen's a VHS collector, and I'm his innocent bystander wife.
She's the victim in all this.
I'm the victim, and well, my habits are a lot more expensive. That sounds like I do cocaine. I don't do cocaine, but VHSs are like the cheapest thing because nobody wants them. So they're like the cheapest.
I collect trash. I collect people's trash. Things that like people go in the basement like, why do we have these? Why do we still have these? Let's get rid of these. I take that.
Yeah.
I take that and then I display it in my home.
Proudly. No, there are VHS people. There's a lot, surprisingly. Yeah. And I'm sure some of them are going to find their way to our channel and fucking just rock the comment section about how much of a fucking bitch I am.
Yeah.
I don't
Which
care.
will make me feel validated.
He does love when people call me a bitch.
Yeah,
so
that's my king.
Sound off in the comments. Let us know what you think about my attitude. So this was born out of, he was collecting VHSs, and then a coworker of mine gave us some treasure that really set this whole thing off. Like a year ago, a coworker was talking about how he has a bunch of VHSs, or I told him Cullen liked them, and he brought us a box filled, like a huge box filled with VHSs.
It was a lot.
It was a lot, yeah, and most of them were 80s action movies, 80s and 90s, and he had, was it every JCVD movie?
Just about every Jean-Claude Van Damme movie that was released on VHS.
So when quarantine happened, Cullen decided to do Jean-Claude Van Quarantine, and started Instagram with his experience with every Jean-Claude movie. He'd watch one all the fucking time.
Slow descent into insanity.
Yeah. Sinsanity.
Sinsanity. That's a new term I coined through the experience because I was becoming more and more insane. And you just farted, I believe.
I just fart. He knows my body language. He knows my body so well. That's what happens when you're married.
When you're married, yep.
You think you can get away with it by just raising a cheek.
To be fair, on camera you were like... That's exactly what happened.
That's what I did. So, where were we? What was the story?
We were talking about
Van quarantine. Okay.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun in my Sinsanity.
I don't want that to become a thing. I don't want it to be.
So I decided to start collecting more tapes, and that's why we're doing this.
Now we're here.
Yeah. So far, this has just been the intro to the show.
Yeah.
This is all scripted, so we're going to do it exactly this way every
single time. You're going to have a 50-minute intro to sit through, and if you don't sit through the whole thing, I don't know what to tell you. There's going to be a quiz at the end.
For our first ever episode, we're going to be doing a kaiju movie, and this was my favorite as a kid. And having watched it again, I don't really know why, other than that I think just the cover was really cool. So we're doing 1989 Godzilla
Biollante
versus Biollante. Which we have dubbed Biollante.
I dubbed it Biollante because I thought that's what it said. So.
Yeah.
And he thought it was cute because he thinks me being a dumbass is cute.
Biollante, I love it. So yeah, the cover is pretty fucking cool. And the design of Godzilla in this is pretty cool too. So I think that's why I liked it so much when I was a kid. But man, is it boring.
It's really boring. Godzilla is thick. He looks good. He's
a thick boy.
He's back and better than ever, baby. He looks good. I don't know what to say other than he looks good. He's so thick. His legs, oh my god.
They're beefy.
They're beefy. He's been doing his squats. You know, that's all I can say.
He really has.
And, yeah, yikes. I don't hate Godzilla movies. Like, I really don't. I enjoy 70s Godzilla movies. The one with the Colonel Sanders look-alike? Yeah. Which one's that?
I think, I can't remember exactly which one we were watching. It was either versus Megalon or versus Mechagodzilla is what me and you were watching.
Okay, yeah. No, that was so much fun. This was so unbelievably boring. I fell asleep through most of it. I remember bits and pieces, though. Let's get into it.
So this is the 17th movie in Toho Studios run of Godzilla movies, and this is actually the sequel to their reboot that they did. It was called Return of Godzilla, and when it was released in America, it's known as Godzilla 1985. So it kind of undid all of the other stuff from the 60s and 70s and become more campy, and they were trying to make everything more serious like the original film was. So this one's a direct sequel to Return of Godzilla, so technically I guess number 3 on their new timeline. Interesting about how this movie was conceived, but as I had said, it's the 17th movie in the series, so they had kind of run out of ideas, so they decided to hold a screenwriting contest, and there was 5,000 entries. And Godzilla vs. Biollante was the winning script, and it was written by a dentist in Japan who had never pitched or written a film before. So that's pretty interesting. That's pretty fun.
Wild to me. It's wild because it seems like such an American move that would be I
don't know.
We can't think of something, so you guys write it and you'll get a lifetime supply of hot dogs. It's not.
Do you think he won a lifetime supply of hot dogs?
America, that would be the contest.
I want to read some of the bottom of the barrel submissions.
If this is the one they chose, yeah. What the fuck? Because this...
Yeah, I feel like there's stuff in here that is a good idea as far as a Godzilla movie goes.
Maybe that's... Okay.
Yeah, but kind of going through the plot, and there's a lot going on in this movie. So, as I said, it's a sequel to Return of Godzilla, Godzilla 1985. So, setting the scene. Godzilla came to Tokyo. Mm-hmm. He smashed some stuff. It wasn't so good. And then he was defeated and went to take a nap in a volcano. So he's in a volcano. He's in a volcano right now.
Val Kilmer.
he's in a Val Kilmer right now, asleep. And
And shipping is always
And
free.
shipping's always free. I wonder if anyone else... Is that a St. Louis thing, or is that everywhere?
There can't be just a St. Louis thing. There's no way. There's no way. Write us. Write us. I don't know why I'm shouting. Write us.
Write us! Tell us! Do you know what that is a reference to? It's a commercial for a service that sells things. What is it?
The joke's dead.
I don't know. I'm gonna cut all this out. So, in the aftermath of Godzilla going to sleep inside Val Kilmer, they find his cells, or just like bits of his skin, which looks like poop.
Semen.
It looks like a big glob of shit. And they get it, and then all hell breaks loose, where like a bunch of people are after these Godzilla cells. Like Japan wants them because they're going to use these Godzilla cells to make like an anti-Godzilla like poison or something. The Americans want it.
Just because Americans
'Cause
want
they want it.
everything?
I don't know. There
Greedy,
must
they
be,
wanna
there must
take
be a
stuff
reason
all the
I
time.
didn't catch it. And then this Middle Eastern country that they made up called Saradia or something like that. They want it because it's like
That's a mix of Saudi Arabia.
yeah, it's made up. It's a made up country for the movie.
Okay,
But-
they made it up by taking Saudi Arabia and smashing it together.
Yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
great. Deal.
They want the Godzilla cells because they want to fuse them with plants because they live in a desert and they need, some stronger plants. So they can have better crops. So that's why they want the cells. So Saradia ends up with the cells and they start like messing with stuff. And then this doctor, this plant scientist man, if you will. I believe that's the technical
Botanist.
term. But anyway, the plant doctor man, his daughter's working with them, and there's a terrorist attack, which I think it's supposed to be the Americans. And they blow up the plant and they kill his daughter. So he decides it's going to be a good idea to mix the Godzilla cells with some plants and his daughter's cells. And that's how Biollante happens.
Biollante's a beaut. She's a flower lady.
Yeah.
She's a big monster.
She's like a giant tree trunk with two leaf arms and then just a big rose.
head. A big
Big
rose
rose
head.
That's its first form though, because things get a little crazy
Things
at the
get a
end.
little later on.
Yeah, let me get to my notes to remind myself of what happens. But the Americans fuck up because they.
Never. I'm sorry. I'll say.
Yeah, this is
Never.
where they lost me with the movie, because that's not true. That's not real. America's #1,
We would never.
and we wouldn't be doing something like that.
Never.
But we want the Godzilla cells, so we're trying to blackmail. I don't know if it's Saradia or Japan. It's really confusing. The Godzilla cells are like going everywhere. I don't know, but they plant bombs around Val Kilmer because they're gonna blow them up to wake up Godzilla unless they get the Godzilla cells.
That bums me out. He's just trying to sleep.
He's just trying to take a nap, but the handoff goes awry, and the bombs end up going up, and Godzilla wakes up. He comes outside of Val Kilmer, and and then Godzilla's there again, and he's
There he
big,
is.
and
He's a big
he's
boy.
just kind of walking around. And that's
So
not good when he
cute.
walks around, because he smashes into things.
His thick legs. The buildings can't handle that.
Yeah. They can't handle his big, thick legs.
Dare I say, no one can handle his big, thick legs.
Nobody can.
The world's not ready.
One
for a
person
thicky
does
boy.
try, though, because there is randomly someone with telekinetic powers who was like hired to try and talk with the plants, because since the plant doctor man, since his daughter's cells are in the plant, he thinks he can like talk with his daughter's spirit, so he gets this telekinetic person to try and like talk to the plant. So she thinks it's gonna be a cool idea to
Are
just
you
like
sure it's telekinesis?
yeah, it totally is.
Okay, well, I would just say, is mind reading telekinesis? Telepathic.
Yeah, that's if you're telepathic, you have telekinesis.
I don't think that's true.
Really?
I thought telekinesis is when you move shit around, like how Carrie did.
Is it?
Yes. Anyways.
She can. Let's just say that she can talk to people with her mind brain.
Yeah.
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 So that's what she can do. So she goes and flies somewhere in the middle of the ocean, and she has like a conversation with Godzilla. And we don't know what they're saying. They're just kind of looking at each other, and it's really weird. And it lasts for a long time. Godzilla changes colors.
He blushes, doesn't he?
He blushes, and I feel like they have a moment. And I feel like the rest of the movie is like Godzilla, like
they tell
trying
like
to find. Yeah, he's trying to find his lady.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree.
Yeah. So Godzilla finds Biollante for some reason, and now she's transformed.
She's horny.
She's horny now, and now she looks like kind of like a crocodile attached to I don't know what, with a bunch of tentacles. And a fight ensues. And kind of in an anticlimactic way, they both lose. And Biollante turns into like sparkly sawdust and floats to the sky, and then a still image of the plant Dr. Man's daughter just floats up above this, like across the screen, and that's pretty much it. That's pretty much the whole movie. Yeah.
That's Godzilla vs. Biollante.
Yeah. Pretty fun. One odd thing too is everybody in the whole movie seems really chill about everything that's happening.
Yes.
Like even when
Nobody's
the Dr.
yelling.
Man like creates Biollante,
Dr. Man.
everybody's just like cool with it. I think one person comes up and is like, that probably wasn't a good idea. And he's pretty much like, yeah, I probably shouldn't have done that. And that's it. And then everyone else there's literally a scene at the end where the two giant monsters, like huge monsters, are eating each other alive. And it keeps cutting to other people just watching like this.
They're used to it. This isn't their first rodeo, Cullen. They've seen Godzilla before.
True. I guess that's the thing, but I don't know. It seems pretty scary. It seems like all he does is just kind of like walks around, smashes and kills a lot of people, and that's pretty scary.
Cullen was very scared.
I was
He cried
petrified.
so much.
Yeah, but it's just boring. It's confusing to know like why these people want these Godzilla cells, who they are, and like who has them, and what all that's happening. And then it cuts to a bunch of like military stuff of they have like this big they call it the Super X2, and it's like this big drone that is trying to also kill Godzilla. But all that's just like so procedural, and like they're also really chill. Like they're just kind of like, well, that didn't work. Yeah, let's try the next thing. And yeah, it's boring as fuck.
Yeah.
And it takes forever for Godzilla to get to what we want to see when we watch a kaiju movie, is the giant monster just smashing stuff.
Yeah.
And it takes forever for that to finally happen. The good thing about this movie, though, that I will admit, is that the character design of how Godzilla looks and how Biollante looks, and how like the smashing around in the cityscape, that all holds up pretty well. But there's just not enough of it for me.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it was awful. It
Yeah.
was tough to sit through. It was very funny, the part where you posted about it on the Instagram page where he like a guy shoots at a moving vehicle and the vehicle just like tumbles over, like he just shot the big
there's no
bus
impact.
over.
It's just like a bullet shoots and then the guy's driving and then just kind of like topples over. So that's pretty fun.
That was very funny because if it hit the tires, then this side would be flat, so it would fall over this way. It wouldn't fall away. Mm-hmm. It doesn't make any sense. This dentist, he didn't know what he was doing.
He didn't know. Let's read the back of the tape to kind of get what they say happens in this movie. So Dr. Shiragami, who is Plant Dr. Man, I think, has been genetically engineering a form of indestructible plant life using a rare store of Godzilla cells, which is the Godzilla shit. This experiment has brought a strange new form of plant life into existence, Biollante. And it says that, which is really interesting that it actually says Biollante on here. It's a massive plant, peaceful in every way, which seems like a total lie because it tries to kill a lot of people.
So,
right? There's literally
it doesn't seem peaceful in any way.
Ever, at any moment.
Yeah.
Until Godzilla returns to wreak havoc throughout the land. It is only then that something within Biollante stirs, and the plant must fight to save her creator and the land she loves. I didn't get any of that. It just seemed like they just kind of ran into each other.
Yeah.
It's the Super Beast battle of the century when Godzilla and Biollante come face to face in an explosive fight to the finish. Maybe the Army's Super X2, and it's spelled Super X2.
Super.
They said super though, so I feel like that's a typo.
Okay, well typos can happen.
Typos can happen sometimes. Flying combat vehicle can help tip the balance in Biollante's favor, but there's only one thing you can be certain of when Godzilla's around. Nobody is safe once the monster's awesome power is unleashed.
I don't know if awesome.
Yeah. It's pretty like a slow-moving. It's basically Godzilla's power is basically just he's big and he just happens to do a lot of whoopsies.
Yeah.
He just kind of he really isn't trying to destroy anything. He's just trying to get from point A to point B, and just stuff is in the way.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I feel like rather than creating poison and like giant monster plants, really what we need to do is just, I don't know, like make like a Godzilla highway. Just like clear a path.
Yeah.
And I think that would solve everything. Like from Val Kilmer to the ocean. Because that's really all he does.
Yeah. I think that sounds nice.
So let's do that. Let's start a petition. Let's make
We need your help.
Clear a path for Godzilla.
Can you do 3D effects on the thing?
I don't know.
Say, we need your help.
We need your help.
And it's like...
You mean like people are going to have to wear 3D glasses?
To watch our
I definitely
channel.
can do that.
Great.
Let's do like a hot or not segment.
Okay.
Alright, let's start off first with Billy. So here's the first form that we were talking about, like a tree trunk.
Yeah, you described it well.
Leaf
I don't know if I'd
arms.
say those are little leaf arms. They're pretty big.
They're pretty big leaf arms, so it's just two leaves that are clearly supposed to be the arms. Hot or not on the first form of Biollante?
I do like the flower head. I feel like it's pretty creative. Would I fuck it? Yes. Hot.
Definitely. Okay, here's the next version.
Biollante. I mean, I've never been into tentacle porn.
Okay.
But I feel like if I was, I would say hot. You know, it stirs some things in me.
It looks like Biollante is like sitting down and has like legs that are spread open. Are you seeing this?
You're right. It's very sexual. It's very sexual. I would say hot. Yeah. Yeah, baby.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Now we're gonna go to Godzilla. So let's see. Here's a full body shot.
Oh, that dump truck. I mean,
he's got cankles.
Colin pointed out his cankles several times in the movie, not as a joke. He just was in all of them. I would not say hot, I would say adorable. If I could...
Godzilla's really cute.
He's very cute. If I could just hang out with him as like a friend, yeah.
He's a pudgy snuggle buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so here's Plant Doctor Man.
Okay.
What was his name again? Dr. Shiragami.
I would say not, just because the hair isn't really doing it. I'm not into the middle part.
Okay.
His hair looks kind of like mine, honestly.
No, it doesn't.
It does look a little like mine. No, I think I'm going to say not.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, there's some qualities. He's got great cheekbones. He's got bone structure. His lips are great. I just can't get past the Simon Cowell hair. That's what it reminds me of. It grosses me out.
He does have a strong jawline.
He does, yeah. Yeah. I'm going to say not.
So now we've got the Seradian. Is that how you pronounce it? The Secret Agent Man.
Hot. He's very sweaty.
Mm-hmm.
He looks great. He's got a necklace, which I really like whenever a guy...
Is that like a tooth necklace? What is that?
I wonder
if that's a Godzilla tooth.
Shut the fuck up. Hot. Yes.
He just got even cooler.
Yeah. He looks so good. He's very confident. He's swarthy, which obviously I like in a man.
He's got that beard. He's got that wet, slick back hair.
That's what swarthy means.
Okay, just learned something new.
Swarthy is like dark and hairy.
I think as far as the rating goes, I'm gonna give it 4.5 out of 10. So I'll give it 4.5 points for how good the actual like kaiju action scenes look, but the rest of it just like it was a snore. So if you're gonna watch it, I would definitely say skip to the last like 15-20 minutes. And you're good there.
Yeah. I'm gonna be nice because
Okay.
I'm feeling generous.
Okay.
I'll say a 2. What?
I thought you were gonna go higher than me.
No.
You were like, I'm
No.
feeling nice. So
No, I would not go higher than you. Absolutely
All right. So
not.
being nice is not giving it a 0.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes. I would give it a 2. You know, I do like this hot man that we still have his picture pulled up. And that's it. Oh, I like Godzilla. He looks cute. He looks very cute.
Yeah.
That's all. That's all I like about it.
All right.
Yeah.
So 4.5 from me, a 2 from you.
I love that you wrote 4.5 out of 10 on your notes.
Yeah, so I wouldn't forget
Yeah.
my rating.
Okay. So that mixed with a 2 would be 3.25?
Sure. Let's go with that.
Okay.
Let's agree. We're going to give this 3.25 out of 10 Bioillantes.
Yes.
And maybe, let's see if I can edit in like a whoosh.
Yeah. Like, this is R rating.
R rating.
What do you think?
Yeah. Yeah. So that's that. So I think next time we're gonna come back with some Chuck Norris.
Bigger and better than ever.
We're gonna watch Invasion USA, and I'm pretty excited about that. So we're getting away from the kaiju stuff and really digging into the like mullets and machine guns.
Yeah, pray for me. The Chuck Norris one, like at least with JCVD, I want to fuck JCVD in I think every single movie he's in. Not Chuck Norris. No, he flies too close to like my hair shade, and yeah, I just.
He is swarthy though.
No, he's not swarthy. He's not swarthy at all. Just because he has a beard doesn't mean he's swarthy. Beard, like a dark beard with dark hair. He's not dark. Chuck Norris? Are you kidding me? Please edit in a photo of him and you saying that. Okay.
All right. Well, we'll talk about this more next time. But I think you're going to enjoy it. I think you're going to have fun.
I know I'm not going to enjoy it.
Okay.
I 100% know I'm not going to enjoy it.
All right, we'll see. We'll see what happens next time. But as for now, again, this is VHS Action Rewind. I'm Cullen.
I'm Caitlin.
And
follow him on Instagram.
Yes.
It's VHS Action Rewind. And
let's do our catchphrase that we always do.
Every time. We want you to watch me.
VHS.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.